Greetings, residents. Welcome to another one of our front porch chats from the front porch of the administration building of Carnwath Farms. I, Supervisor Thurston, really welcome you to participate in a number of the events that we'll be talking about this morning. Some of this information is on our website, so please look at that website, both the town of Wappinger, ny.gov, and also our recreation website. We'll have a lot of different information. As many of you know, coming up on this coming Saturday, we are going to be looking at a number of cleanup activities, not just in the town, but throughout the region. This is on our Earth Day celebrations. Some of the wider ranging activities include the Hudson River Estuary program is having a number of cleanup activities along the estuaries. The two that affect the town or are affected by the town are the Fishkill Creek, to which the Sprout Creek runs, and I'll talk a little bit more about that shortly, and also Wappinger Creek. There are sign-up still open for volunteers to help them with the cleanup activities. Now, this coming Saturday, April 22nd, the town of Wappinger will be providing its Earth Day services, cleanup of some of our roads and highways, and also our parks. The town's website, which is www.townofwappingerny.gov, and our recreation website have registration information. Pre-registration is required because we have a number of safety considerations that we need to go through. But once you have pre-registration, then you come to Town Hall, 20 Middlebush Road in Wappinger. This is across from the junior high, if any of you are new to the area. And that time to be there is by 10 o'clock in the morning. Then we'll have assignments, areas with which to go, and also hand out supplies, with respect to that, and there is a waiver that we ask everyone to sign. So, please come on out, and we'll have the cleanup and small, landscaping tools will be available. We'll also have the sticks that you can use to pick up trash along the roadside. We'll provide the bags, necessary for that cleanup as well. Related to our cleanup activities in beautiful Carnwath, farms, we have on also a Saturday, the Friends of Carnwath are providing cleanup opportunities to beautify our park here at Carnwath, at Carnwath Farms. And you'll even notice some vast improvements coming into the property across from the mansion building. We've been able to cut down 3 of the dead pine trees that have been there for a long time to make it look even more beautiful in getting ready for our cleanup activities. So we will be asking folks who come by to clean up certain designated areas, clean up some of the vines. We're going to be creating, the Friends of Carnwath, that is, are going to be creating some flower beds, some berry patches for the various birds and wildlife that come here, and a pollinator garden. So the Friends of Carnwath is offering this opportunity to anyone in the area. Certainly our town residents are more than welcome to attend. Bring your own tools. We don't have really much available since we also have our Earth Day celebrations. We'll be also having a daisy troop here, and they'll be painting birdhouses. We have a number of birdhouses out, and we're going to be adding more birdhouses to the area. So this is the Friends of Carnwath. I am a member of the Friends of Carnwath, and we have many opportunities for people to join that site. But as you noticed on the poster that I just showed, there's also a code that you can take your picture of on your smart devices and then go access that particular site. So it's a beautiful day here today, a little bit nippy, but still a great time to get out of doors. Another activity I want to remind everybody about, an important one for our community, as you'll recall that we have our Sports Museum here. This is the Sports Museum of Dutchess County. That's run and operated by a separate 501c3 organization. They rent space, from us in the Reese Cultural Center here in Carnwath Farms. We've had before on this show Barb and Bill Ponte to talk about it, have had a tour of the facility. So, we're going to be having this ribbon cutting ceremony. They will be having on the 29th. That's a week from this coming Saturday. The 29th will be the ribbon cutting ceremony, and this is for really Ralph Holt Learning Center. Ralph Holt, who is a dear friend of the town, a leader in the town, passed away last year. And so the Sports Museum is going to be having to recognize him. That will be out here at Wappinger's Carnwath Farms. You come to the area via Wheeler Hill Road, and we welcome everyone to show up. It will be a fun time. It starts at 12 noon on the 29th. So we all look forward to seeing you here and to learn more about this wonderful asset which our area has in the Sports Museum of Dutchess County. A reminder again about another town event. This is on Saturday the 29th as well. And this is our annual Spring Crafts Fair. The craft fair will be held at Wappinger Town Hall. And you can see from this poster, it starts at 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This particular event, we've done this every year. There's free entry. There's many of our local handicraft vendors will be on display of their various goods, and it's an opportunity to pick up something nice. I personally like the wood carving. They have some very nice candles and soaps and a variety of handicraft goods that you can come. There are also still a few vendor spots that are open, so come on out and enjoy that opportunity to move your nice handicraft products. So again, please come on out on the 29th, 10 o'clock to 3 at Wappinger Town Hall, 20 Middle Bush Road in the town of Wappinger. I mentioned at the outset some of the cleanup activities, particularly what the Hudson Estuary program has. It's very important to our community because of the fact that we are surrounded by 3 bodies of water in the town of Wappinger. I consider us a waterfront community in so many different ways. And we look at those assets on Wappinger's Creek, the Sprout Creek, which, as I mentioned, feeds into the Fishkill Creek, and also the Hudson River, which is our westernmost boundary in the town of Wappinger. These various waterways and estuaries are very important, not just to our flora and fauna, our wildlife that depends on the waters, and the wildlife that lives in the waters. We need to do much more to clean up those areas. The town of Wappinger has participated in 2 major studies, one that was spearheaded by the village of Wappinger Falls, on which we were very active and continue to be, and I'm the chair of that Wappinger's Creek Watershed Committee. All the communities that are along the entire 40-some mile path of the creek are major participants in that program to clean up the creek. On Monday night's board meeting, during that meeting, I will be reintroducing, I've talked about it before, the 9-element plan and the recommendations that I hope that the board will consider, and then, in fact, create a subcommittee that will work on improving our side of the creek and helping the village also work on the common interest in the lake. So I'll be discussing that, plan, the recommendations, the areas that we want to look at it, and this will be an important part of, already it is part of our checklist of our climate smart community initiative. And so please tune in or come on out and listen. We'll be putting the study and the recommendations online. Similarly, there is a study, for the Sprout Creek that feeds into the Fishkill Creek. I'll be reintroducing that study, which actually is an older study, but we've revitalized the committee. It's important, to the town for many reasons. One of the most important aspects is the fact that, as residents know, as our Little League and soccer, teams know, the Sprout Creek floods regularly. And this is because the depth of the creek has silted in. There's a lot of junk in there, including cars. And part of the study calls for the dredging of this area. Councilman Al Casella is very strongly in favor of this with me, as is, I believe, the entire board. We'll be looking at other ways to keep it from silting in, to perhaps using some of the dredging once it gets approved to raise the banks. But more importantly, to turn the Sprout Creek into a great recreation area, just as we want to see the lake, Wappingers Lake, become once again a great recreation and scenic wonder for the town. So we'll be discussing those items and hopefully kicking off a much longer, multifaceted program to help protect and preserve those wonderful bodies of water in the lands around it. Also on Monday, we'll be discussing and passing two proclamations. May is known for a number of events and activities, and one of those is mental health awareness. We've had proclamations in the past by the board. We've had NAMI come, and they will be putting up again ribbons, the white ribbons around our trees in Town Hall and at other locations. So the board will be with open arms recognizing the mental health issues, organizations that perform these services. And as we all see from the news, the nation is at a mental health crisis, and because of the convergence of many different factors, we now need to pay more attention than ever before to the mental health needs of our community, of our residents in our community. Last but certainly not least on my mind and agenda is our older Americans, our folks within the town of Wappinger that we consider older Americans. By definition, that's the upper end of the senior spectrum, basically starting at the age of 65. It's a growing population group. And during the meeting on Monday, I have a proclamation which is going to be approved concerning our older Americans. And this proclamation really ends with, whereas during Older Americans Month, this is the official designation, May 2023, and every month of every year, let us pay tribute to the seniors who raised and guide us throughout our lives, and let us renew our commitment to honoring their contributions by giving them the fullest care, support, and respect that they deserve. We'll also be announcing Jessica Fulton, our recreation director, and Donna Lenhart will be recognizing the activities. We'll be announcing to the community the number of activities that we'll be holding during the month of May to really address, recognize, give a fun time, in fact, and educational time to our older Americans during the month of May and throughout the year. So come out, listen to what Jessica has to say, and we hope that many of you will come and volunteer your services. And if you're an older American in the town who would like to join our senior center, as we call it, which starts at a younger age of around 55, then come on out too and go to our center register online, and we look forward to your active participation, not just in May of 2023, but in the many months ahead. So please, a lot of things to do. We look forward to seeing you soon at one or more of these activities. And until then, please stay safe and remain well. Thank you.